Amanda Livingston, and I'm a general studies major at Montgomery College. In January, I was lucky to have the opportunity to travel with the Study Abroad program to Ethiopia. We traveled first to Addis Ababa, the capital of Ethiopia, and spent the day and night in the city that is home to the African Economic Union. On day 2 of our trip, we flew to Gondar, a city about 260 miles north of the capital. Here is where we spent the majority of our time, learning about the history, healthcare, schools, religion, and culture of the area. My project focused specifically on social culture in the Gondar area. Throughout the trip, I learned about Ethiopian greetings, wedding traditions, crime and punishment, and general etiquette. What I will talk about today is one of my favorite Ethiopian traditions, the coffee ceremony. One of the most unique aspects of Ethiopia is that it's the birthplace of coffee. Coffee was first discovered in the Kaffa region of the country between the 3rd and 10th centuries. Legend has it that it was a goat herd that had noticed his sheep were unusually energetic. Upon investigation, he found that the cause of their hyperactivity was the berries that the goats were eating. These berries contain coffee beans. The goat herd tried the berries himself, and the world's love of coffee was born. Coffee is the national drink of Ethiopia, and coffee ceremonies are common. We were fortunate enough to be invited into a home for this honor by a young girl named Hannah. A coffee ceremony begins by setting out a table and small cups on that table. Leaves and grasses are sometimes scattered across the floor as a symbol of welcoming, respect, and celebration. The coffee beans are washed to remove their husks and any debris. Guests are usually served a snack such as popcorn or, in our case, fresh bread. Next, a charcoal stove is brought out for roasting the coffee beans using a flat pan. Meanwhile, incense is burned, mingling with the smell of the roasted coffee. The incense is said to ward off evil spirits. After the beans are roasted, the pan is brought around to the guests in the room. The smoke is wafted towards each visitor in the home so that they may enjoy the smell of the roasted coffee beans. After this, the beans are ground using a pestle and mortar, then poured into a clay pot containing boiling water. The coffee is left to brew for approximately 15 minutes before being filtered several times to remove the coffee grounds. Sometimes the grounds are not filtered out depending on the hostess's preference. The hostess making the coffee, usually a woman, then pours the coffee from a height of approximately 1 foot away from the handleless cups without pausing between the pours. The youngest child may serve the first cup. In the ceremony we were invited to, this responsibility fell to our friend Hannah. In Ethiopia, coffee is served with sugar, but in some rural areas, salt may be added in lieu of the sugar. Throughout the ceremony, 3 cups are served, progressively becoming weaker in strength. Each cup is said to provide a transformation of the spirit, with the 3rd cup blessing the drinker with good luck. The Ethiopian coffee ceremony is a sign of friendship and family. These ceremonies can last anywhere from 40 minutes to several hours, providing the hosts and guests time to talk and visit together. I would like to thank Hannah and her family for welcoming us into their home and sharing this experience with us, as well as Montgomery College for allowing me this amazing opportunity. I'm incredibly grateful to have had the chance to take part in such a special occasion and to learn more about the social culture in Ethiopia. Amaseganalo.